I've started saying a saying to myself, do today, not tomorrow. I've actually written it on a whiteboard on the back of my door. And it's so hard saying that you're saying to yourself, because I've wanted to do this and I always put it off. I've wanted to not be a content creator or have a camera with me all my life. I just want to document me. I want something that I can go back on and hold myself accountable of and say that you're changing. It's very hard for me to speak on camera. But for some reason I find it easier to speak on a full camera than my phone. This is an actual proper camera, and I find this a little bit easier. But this is completely awkward for me. I don't know what to say. It's weird. I think my life has given me so many signs and so many directions and so many reasoning to be in this position right now. My life has been crazy and I just ignore it. I ignore what my life has been. Real trauma, real problems, real things that I don't think general normal people go through. I find it so hard to talk about it. Man, I find it so hard just to talk at all. I'll be here for hours talking about my whole life. Man, I have in my mind right now what I'm thinking of. Let's just talk about that. I'm thinking, what should I say so it's engaging? But why do I care? Because I'm not posting this for anybody else's viewing. This is only for my viewing. But I'm saying stuff that I'm saying stuff that's trying to. But no, I'm just saying stuff to feel someone else's attention when it's my attention that matters. And right now, what I want to talk about is the fact that I've been put in a position right now where it's all on me. I have to make the change. About over a month ago now, on the 28th of May, or the 27th, around there, one of them days, my boss and I came to agreement that the job that I was working wasn't for me, and it was something that I wasn't motivated to do, and when I wasn't motivated to do it, he didn't have the money to be paying someone that isn't motivated to do it, because the job that I was doing was barbering, and you needed to be... Yeah, what?
Do you want those 2 drumsticks?
No.
Oh, okay.
Just fucking A.
Well,
did I do that? Why did I just hide the camera from my own mother? I just literally, why did I do that? Do today, not tomorrow. I can take this somewhat as a W, somewhat as a win, that I'm somewhat even doing this. But I have to see it the whole way through. I have to upload this somewhere, which I will. I'll take it and I'll try to upload it onto YouTube, a YouTube that hopefully no one can see and it'll only be for me. But this is my first time talking on camera and I have done poorly. I've done so bad. There's so much I want to say, but I just don't know how to say it. All I want to say to myself is do today, not tomorrow. I've said it, and I've said it, and I've said it, and I'll say it again. I'm really, really living by that saying. And I started doing it yesterday. My first day was yesterday of really living by that saying. And I wrote down actually on, I'll show you this whiteboard. No phone in the mornings, get sunlight, warm maxing, work/learn, supplements, gym. Do today, not tomorrow. So I see that every day. Every minute I walk out my door, I see that before I walk out the door. And I always have my door shut. So I go to sleep with my door shut. When I'm in my room, my door's shut. So every time I walk through the door, that's what I see. No phone in the morning is something that I've 2 days in a row smashed it. I wake up, as soon as I wake up, I'll roll over, see if I can go, but if I can still get some more sleep, if I can't, I jump straight up. Don't look at my phone at all. No notifications, don't check emails, don't check nothing. Zero. Hop straight out of bed, and I'll go straight outside to try to get some sunlight. Now, I woke up about at 10:30, so it was easy for me to go get some sunlight. It's winter right now, but that needs a change. I need to not wake up at 10:30. I need to wake up at 7 o'clock and be awake for an hour and then have some breakfast, because I'm not eating breakfast. I go straight to lunch, which I'm about to go do. And the reason why I need to wake up earlier is I need to get into that proper sleep schedule and proper not going to bed at 2, 3 a.m. That's got to stop. I need to be getting up in the mornings so I can eat breakfast. And the reason why I need to eat breakfast is because I've been talking with Ask ChatGPT this morning. I gave my Fitness Power macros, and I basically just said, I weigh myself, I'm 70 kilos, I feel like my fats are low because I'm not being motivated, some hormones are taking a shot, a lot of stuff, and gave me a bunch of good information. And then I say where I am, 24, I'm 5'8", 70 kilos, blah blah blah. This is the big one. It asks, when you're feeling tired, is it all the time? I really wish I could. I shouldn't look through the camera while I'm doing this. I'm like looking through the camera. But basically, what it has made me realize is that I'm not eating enough. I'm not eating enough calories, and I'm not eating enough fats. My protein is perfect. I eat enough protein. My carbs, they're fine. But it's the fats and the fact that I'm not eating enough. And when I do eat, it's too less. So right now I think my calories for today is 1,400. Terrible. completely terrible. And me waking up in the morning and having a proper breakfast will change that and help my mind, because motivation is so down right now and my brain is super foggy, and I can't have that. I can't have that where right now I'm unemployed. I want to get to a position where I'm not living in housing commission. This is housing commission I'm living in right now. I don't want to have shitty orange carpet and paint coming off the walls and 2 different colored paints and tape covering up holes in the walls, and where I gotta have, this is an air purifier that I have to have on, or this room would just be full with mold, completely full with mold. I don't want to live in this. I don't want this for myself. And I don't want to be 24, 25, 26, living with my mother in this house. I got to get out of it. And right now, I'm in a position where I can. If I put in the work and I learn what I'm learning, and what I am learning is AI, learning how to do AI automations, the whole AI. I don't know, something's happening outside. Whole AI agency type stuff, or anything that I can that's relevant right now that I can create. Just realized this is going to be a really hard video to upload, but who cares? Anyways. So right now in my life, I need to be the most motivated I need to be. My brain needs to be as clear and as directional. My brain needs to just not have fucking brain fog, and needs to have the motivation to do this. And right now, I don't have it. And I'm really trying to pinpoint why that is, because I want to do this. I want to be in control of my income. I want to be my own leader. I've worked multiple jobs. I've worked as a carpenter, a concreter, in a bakery, a cleaner, a maintenance guy, and a barber. I've been so many different type fields, and I've had so many different type incomes. I've worked, like I said, tradie jobs, concreting, carpentry. I've done, barbering. I've also done cleaning. I've done maintenance. And I've worked at a bakery, cooking and actually making the pies, not at the front. So I've had all different type incomes. I've had all different type careers that, out of all the careers I've done, maybe out of all of them, surely one of them hooked on or catched on. It's like, oh yeah, I could do this. Not one. Barbering was probably the only job that I could have seen myself doing, because I like clothes. Like, I've got nice clothes hanging up here. I can speak well to people. Right now, I'm terrible speaking to a camera, but I'm very well confident when I speak to people. I'm not afraid to have a conversation. Just everything around barbering just made sense for me. But the actual physical job, picking up the hair, cutting it, doing the clipper stuff, actually learning the education for it, 0. I did not like the process. I didn't want to do it. I just forced myself that I wanted to, and I told myself, yeah, I want to. And then that's where it led to me losing that job. Well, not losing it. That's where that job ended. A month ago, where Jacob, my boss, that's his name, and he said, look, I can't continue paying someone that isn't motivated to the expectation that he wanted someone to be motivated by. And I completely agree. And I was going to actually quit that job a week after he said what he was going to do. I already planned it. I was, my last final week there, I was going to go in do the week, and then something that we were doing was I had to travel down to Sydney, which was a 3 hour train ride, to go to like a barber academy. It was like, it's like TAFE, but it's like more advanced, and you're learning from like actual barbers. It's good stuff. Barber Academy, what it was called. It was hosted down in Studio X, and I mean, amazing if you wanted to be a barber to do that. But for me, taking up my whole weekend to going down to Sydney to do something that I wasn't interested in was just like a no-brainer, like an obvious don't do it. But my last final week, I was going to do it. So I was going to go a week to work, which was easy. I would go in there, do half-ass, do literally nothing, and then just sit on my phone. So I was like, oh, that's easy. I didn't think like that, but that's what the week would have been like. I maybe would have did a couple of haircuts, a couple of bookings, maybe a couple of walk-ins, if that. Around this time, the business is super quiet. And then I was going to go to Sydney, see how I felt. I was going to be like, this final week, I'm going to really push myself and show up on time, and like I never was late, but like be ready to try force myself to enjoy it. So that maybe if I go to Sydney and I learn XYZ, blah blah blah, whatever, it could be good. And that happened. So from Tuesday to Friday, I work in there, and then Sunday morning I would have travelled down to Sydney, and then I would have been down Sydney on the Sunday afternoon, slept in Sydney, I stayed in a hotel, and then on the Mondays when you go to the academy from 8 to 4 p.m. So that whole week was coming through, and then on the Thursday, Jacob said to me, it's not going to work out. And I was going to do that whole week, and then the weekend down in Sydney at the academy, and then come back on Tuesday and then make my decision then. So I was going to leave on Tuesday, the week after. Jacob said it's not going to work on the Thursday, which was fine. It was fine by me. I was like, oh, well, that just saves me doing this and going to Sydney and wasting extra amount of money and blah, blah, blah. So the moment he told me it's not going to work out, I cancelled the hotel. It was like a weight lifted off my shoulders. You know, I was like, oh. Like I actually was like, oh, I don't have to do this now. You know, I wasn't like, damn, I'm going to be in this position that I'm in. You know, I was like, it's not like in my head, I was scared, like, oh, I'm going to have no income, I'm going to be 24 living at home, like, blah, 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 whatever. Like, that still doesn't scare me somewhat. The thing that scares me the most is that now that I'm in control of what I want, I know what I want, but I'm unmotivated right now to do it. And my brain is super foggy to do it. And I'm doing everything right now. This week, the first week of July, this is it. This is where I'm giving it absolute everything. Like, do today, not tomorrow. With every task. This is an example. I'm doing this today instead of doing it tomorrow, because if I do it tomorrow, it's going to be another tomorrow, it's going to be another tomorrow, and it's never going to happen. If I need to stop using my phone in the mornings because I wake up and I scroll my phone for 2 hours and I'm like, shit, I fucking need to get out of bed because I don't have a job to go do. I don't have anything to do for the day besides learn and try work at home. So I just waste it by maybe doom scrolling. So I'm 2 days into that, and I have not been on my phone at all this morning. Like, I've not been on my phone at all. I'm literally just carried around to check the time. That's it. Get the sunlight 2 days in a row. Yesterday I got up like midday sunlight. Today I got like 10:30 to 11 o'clock sunlight. So 2 days in a row of that. The wall maxing. I got to explain that because I said that and didn't explain it. Basically what that is where you stare at a wall for like 15 to 20 minutes. And the reason why you do that is because it lowers your dopamine levels. So when you go to work and learn, it's like exciting for you. like a super boring task is very exciting because you just did the most boringest thing ever by staring at a wall. It really does work. Yesterday I did it for my first time. I did it for 20 minutes and I sat in the chair. I kind of dozed off a bit. I didn't go to sleep, but I kind of was like dozing off, and I said to myself, man, it's probably only been about 7 minutes. I didn't even think it was been 10 minutes yet, and the alarm went off. It's been 20 minutes. It was crazy. It was the quickest 20 minutes ever, and I was staring at a wall. Wild. It was just me with my thoughts, and me just trying to focus. Nothing. I literally stared. There's a curtain right here. I moved all this, and I just stared at that. There's a black curtain for 20 minutes. Wow. And then I came here and I started doing work, and I did a lot. I made a lot of progress. I made a lot of progress actually. And today is something I'm gonna do that again. I'm gonna eat my lunch after this, stare at a wall, crack into it, and then go to the gym. That's another thing I need to start doing again. Yesterday, I've started going back to the gym, and today I'm gonna go back to the gym. And I'm not going to the gym to get super big or to lose weight or gain weight and bulk up, cut. I'm not worrying about that. I'm worrying it more for my mental health and my hormones. So I can think clearly and have motivation again and be working towards more than just one thing. If I go to the gym, I'm working towards my health and my physical appearance. If I'm eating healthy, I'm working towards healthy gut, healthy mind, and good whole foods. You know you're eating well. And that's something that's easy for me. That's probably the easiest thing for me is eating good and eating whole foods and eating healthy. That's probably the easiest thing for me. I'm very motivated and good enough to do that. A lot of people lack that, but for me, I eat chicken, broccoli, rice every day for lunch, and dinner is lean mince and sweet potato. It's like perfect. It's like the best meals. And then because I've been sleeping in to about 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, I haven't been eating breakfast, but that's going to change. So when I wake up in the mornings, my plan is to get up at 7, be up for an hour by drinking water, letting your body know that you're up and awake. Try to get some morning cold sunlight, but just to tell your brain that you're awake. And then have breakfast 8, 9 o'clock. And then I'm thinking maybe gym before lunch. Because I went to the gym yesterday at 4:30, and it was packed by like 5:15. And I mean, I'd rather be at a quiet gym than a busy gym, and I'm in a position to go to a quieter gym. All I'm gonna do is just leave early as, doesn't matter what time I'm here doing the actual work, because I can do that after I have dinner. You know what I mean? But I need to get that on point, because that's what I was talking with ChatGPT. I need to have my breakfasts, which need to be 3 to 4 eggs in the morning on whole grain sourdough toast with a banana. So I'm gonna have my breakfast at 8 a.m. The eggs and toast. I think I'm gonna have avocado in with that. Then have a shower, cold shower, eat a whole banana, get sunlight, come back, go to the gym, be back home, have my lunch, which is chicken, broccoli, rice, and carrot. The snack is going to be Greek yogurt with cashews, blueberries. And then dinner is just lean mince, sweet potato, and olive oil. Sounds like a perfect day. And half of them I already eat the chicken and the lean mince. I just got to add in the snack and the breakfast. That's it. And it's a day eating, and I'll eat that exact meal, that exact what I just said for 2 years, and it won't affect me. I don't care that I eat the same stuff. Some people do. I don't. It's whatever. But again, that's a today, not tomorrow thing. I can have my lunch right now. It's 12:30, and then I can have my snack, which which is going to be the Greek yogurt and cashews. Yesterday I didn't have the cashews as snack because I didn't have the snack because I didn't do this ChatGPT thing. I did this literally this morning. I woke up and said, I'm still super unmotivated. My brain's still super foggy. And I did everything that I read up there. I did the no phone. I did the sunlight. I did the warm maxing. I worked and learned. I took my supplements. And I went to the gym. I still feel the same way. So, what is it? Okay, let's think. It's probably my food. So then I'll ChatGPT. This is what I'm weighing. This is what I'm eating right now. What's your opinion? This is how I feel right now. What's your opinion? It says, you're not eating enough. Your lunch and dinner's perfect, but your calories are still super low. And your fats are still super low. So, you need to get them up. So, what I'm going to do tomorrow, eat my breakfast. What I'm going to do today, because I can't eat breakfast now, but what I'm going to do today, I'm going to eat the snack. Do today, not tomorrow. You know what I mean? Just it's a good saying. It's so simple, but it's just works for everything. 26 minutes, oh my god. I love to yap. I think that's enough for my first time on camera. I'm gonna upload this, watch it back, and just learn. I'm gonna learn from experience with this instead of watching a YouTube video on how do you talk to a camera or how to do content or any of that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna throw myself in the deep end and see if I can swim. Am I gonna drown or am I gonna swim? I'm gonna fucking swim. I'm that type of person. I ain't gonna drown. I'm gonna swim. And 28 minutes ago, me was hesitant to even do this, to even click camera, to click the film, to do anything. I think I've done a lot on this camera right now. And I'm proud of myself now. Now I'm like, good job, you did it. Like it feels good to get to the finish line. It's just that the beginning and the starting line is like the worst. The worst. I'm not even gonna talk about it. Lunch, snack, gym, dinner. Work to be done. Warmax needed to go. It's to happen. Need to take my supplements. Need to fill up my water bottle. Get my 3 to 4 liters in. What else? We could talk about my car too. That's a whole nother thing. I end up getting my car fixed, but I think for right now, I'm just gonna talk about what today was, where my head is at, because it's easy for me to say what I'm thinking now, what my position is now. I think for me to talk about my past and talk about previous me and what my plan is for future me and what I need to do for the now me to get to the future me with all that past as experience, as the motivation to get to the finish line. It's my start in life has been harder than a lot of y'all. So many. There's not been a person in my life that I've come across in my life that has had somewhat of as the same as me. None. And I've done such a good job hiding it. I've lied my way to where I am now. To my friends, to people around me. I look like that I live a great life. And I think it's because I have style and a sense of like an ego. I think it's because I have an ego. But I said I was going to stop it 3 minutes ago and I didn't, but half an hour. My first ever time on camera, half an hour. Not my first time on camera, but my first time talking to a camera. Went for half an hour and I just yapped a whole bunch of bullshit. Do today, not tomorrow. I'm gonna have to do another one tomorrow as well, because I can't do. Oh shit! Wait, and then tomorrow's gonna be a today, and then I'm gonna have to do it every day. I've just trapped myself in doing this every day. Fuck. Deuces. So I just recorded me talking on a camera for the first ever time, and my internet is so bad. Hold on, let me. My internet is so bad. It's gonna take 6 minutes for this to download onto my computer. This is not even me uploading it onto YouTube or anything. Don't say that I'm not in the actual trenches. My Wi-Fi, I think my max download is 50. And my max upload is 10. Do today, not tomorrow. Orange carpet, paint off the roof, taped up bit on the roof, taped up on the wall. The roof is like warped, you can like see it. It's like warped. This house is, all this is asbestos as well. All this is asbestos. That's a heater. That's like bolted up to the roof with the wall. Why do I keep saying the wrong things? God, I'm so nervous to talk on camera. I'm gonna add this into this video, but just a little, yeah. This is what it's gonna take. It's 5 minutes. Crazy. Anyways, deuces. Again. I just want to real quick add in something. As I just finished uploading this, there was a file that was on my second monitor that lives behind my Spotify, and it was titled just YouTube, so I've added the A so it comes higher up. But have a look at the date, 8th of 6th, 2025. Do today, not tomorrow. If I did that today, that day, I wouldn't be in this position right now. So, for that, someone's come online on CSGO. A whole year, and a year ago me, said that. I didn't do it. Here's another good one. Success only tastes so good when you have a mouth full of regret. Yeah, I have to upload all this now, because that's success into where I want to get to. Because a year ago me wanted it and I didn't do it. Now I've got to do it now. I'm playing catch up. Do today, not tomorrow. Yet again.